Sure.
You good? Done? No? Welcome to Game Day Battle, where Cleveland sports news meets biased and outspoken opinion. Here with most of the Game Day crew. DST is whitewater rafting in Virginia, I believe. So, yeah,
Don't fall overboard.
Yeah.
Turn around.
We'll hope that he returns next week in one piece.
Hopefully.
So we might be doing this from the trauma ward at Southwest General. I don't know. So, but DST, I hope to have you back next week, and we get to rip on you this week because you're not here. So,
Sturger.
Jen Sturger. So, Brett, back with I don't know why I would say back, but anyway, you're here tonight. The hockey game. I know you're a big hockey fan. Bruins taking it tonight. Very cool.
Yeah, 5-2.
5-2.
Great. Great.
That's a blowout, right? It's a blowout in hockey, right?
Yes. 5-2 is a blowout in hockey. If you consider 8-1 also in Game 3 by the Bruins, but you know, going back to Vancouver on Wednesday, and someone's taking home that cup, and hopefully we're taking Lord Stanley home with us to Boston.
Well, it looks like
weeks. I don't really live in Boston.
yeah, it looks like that the Vancouver's goalie forgot how to stop the puck, or forgot that he had to.
That's a funny story, because in Game 5 he ridiculed Tim Thomas, our goaltender, on their 1-0 win, and the one shot that they had ricocheted off of Tim Thomas into the goal, and he said, "Well, that was an easy play for me." You know, if he stayed in his crease, he would stay in his crease, and any goalie can make that. But that's what you get for going outside your crease. And Tim Thomas is a defensive goalie. He's always out playing out and aggressive.
Right.
I mean, he's got credit for 3 hits as a goalie. He's just pounding people off in his crease. And, well, apparently you couldn't stop any pucks today, and you got pulled. So who's the better goalie now?
He should stay in his crease. That's what I'm thinking. Or at least to stop that little black thing.
You could have just stopped it. So I'm pretty sure Tim Thomas only gave up 5 goals against your, what? I think it's 16 now.
That's pretty big. Great. Save it for the raising of beer.
Yeah.
Mr. Torres. I know you're not a big hockey fan, but I know you watched the game last night. We're going to get into that in a minute. But how's the scene going, man? Hitting the clubs,
Good. Doing it Rose Angel every Saturday night, so that's what I'm doing now.
I like it.
Fridays is free, so I'm good.
For you get Friday nights, DJ's night off, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there time you go out and hit the clubs and?
Nah, no clubs for me. Get to hang out here with my fire pit in the back.
I like it. Hooked us up with some
no
good
calls.
food tonight.
Nothing. I mean,
Well, I haven't formally broke it in yet,
uh,
so that's why I haven't nobody got the invite.
But we're the first, right?
Yeah,
We're the first. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we got quite a bit to talk about with the big game in Miami. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit LeBron, of course. We're not holding any punches here, and we gotta swing by the Indians a little bit and check in on what's been kind of a scary week or so. So I say we get right at it. A little more on it. All right. Miami Heat went down. That means LeBron James lost last night. We were very, very happy. I'm sure most of Cleveland is. So we're going to just get everybody's initial reactions. But a lot of the shows I've been listening to have been sort of like holding back, wanting to kind of take the higher ground and, you know, not really get down into LeBron bashing. But to hell with all of them. I just want to kick that guy while he's fucking down as much as possible. So
we are a Cleveland show here.
We are, and show of Cleveland fans, and we're not pros, and that's where we're at. So I just want to start off. LeBron, 40 minutes last night, and he was 9 for 15 from the floor, 2 from 5 from three-point range, and only 4 rebounds. So, and all of them on defense. He had 6 assists, 21 points. That's a decent NBA player. That is not your number one. That is not the go-to guy. And he turned in to exactly what we have here in Cleveland. Disappeared, afraid to do anything with the ball, afraid to keep it. And let's just flip the coin over to his arch rival, I guess, at this point, the number one on the other side, Dirk. Same amount of minutes, basically, 11 rebounds, huge, and 21 points. Sean Marion had 8 rebounds and 12 points. So I think there's a lot to knock on LeBron for.
I think I really think that the world finally got an understanding of what Cleveland had to go through since we've been in the playoffs and everything. You've always seen a fourth quarter fall off, and now you understand it wasn't the team in Cleveland, it was so-called king of Cleveland that kind of just threw everything off.
Yeah,
And we saw that in this playoffs. We saw it in Miami this year.
Yep. There's one common denominator in the same exact situation.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't us.
And I really believe that he went to Miami just so maybe he could take that backseat ride to get a ring, and doesn't really have to do that much. But guess what? You're on a team. You're supposed to be a team player.
Yeah. Now, how about that for maybe the biggest fail of all? Maybe outside of LeBron's, Scottie Pippen, calling LeBron better than Jordan, better all-around player. You know, I think part of being a good all-around player is coming through in clutch situations. You don't have to do it all the time. Some of the time, when the game's on the line, when it's big, even if you got to fight through a 102-degree temperature to do it, like Dirk did, that's when you got to shine. That's when you make yourself a historic icon in any sport, whatever sport you're in.
Yeah, legends are made in the fourth quarter, but my biggest issue was how, you know, when he did leave, he went to a team who had two big players, so he can actually take that backseat role, like you said, and, you know, they call him Le Robin now, you know. So it was just, you know, like you said, the world's getting to see like who he really is, the player is. Don't get me wrong, he is a great player. Regular season off the hook, the first, you know, 3 series of the playoffs just killed them, you know, and then come to finals. Right, like he did with us, just didn't show up, and they gave up at the end too. If you watch like the last 2 minutes, they weren't trying at all. They was letting foul. You know, that's what they were. All the announcers were even saying, "Why ain't they fouling? You know, get these guys to the line so they come back." And Skip Bayless said it best today. They call him the frozen one.
So the chosen one. I like it.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Ramon's Rumor Mill. I've been gone for a while, but hey, I'm back now and I'm here to kick some rumors off to you guys. We're going to start off with the Indians, with Orlando Cabrera. Not batting too good right now, only batting .213 and sharing some time with Cord Phelps, our other second baseman that we have, and they're looking to trade him. Maybe to a veteran team, maybe we can get somebody back, maybe a pitcher or another young upcoming player in the AA, AAA, you know, somewhere along that line of a player that we can use in our future. But with Cabrera right now, he's not doing too well. So look for that trade coming up, maybe before the All-Star break or beginning of after, you know, beginning the second half of the season. So we're gonna kick it over to the NBA, where the Cavs are looking maybe to trade Sessions if the draft doesn't play into his favor, which Kyrie Irving, another point guard coming into the Cavs organization, if they do pick him, will give us 3 point guards. That means less time for Sessions, which is going to be hurting him, which he feels that he's a big asset to the team and he feels he can contribute. So hey, he played good and he showed us that he can score the ball. Got to step up on the defense, but look for that trade to happen after this lockout, or before we don't have a lockout. So look for that coming in. Word is that his agent's going to be talking to the Cavs, and if we don't play into their favor, look for that trade to come along. Now over to the NFL with the Browns. My prayers are being answered as we speak, with Jake Delhone's days being numbered. Now with Tony starting 4 games, only 2 touchdowns, 7 INTs, the dude is making some ridiculous amount of money right now. I think he's owed like $8 million on this contract. He's still getting paid money from Carolina. The dude came in and showed us nothing. Now, if we want to, show our guy, show the NFL who our number 1 guy is, why not trade Delhomme? We got a young quarterback right now who's showing poise, and we got a great backup in Wallace. So I'm happy about this move. Hey, when this lockout's over, look for that trade to happen. Look for the Browns to cut him or trade him away. So that's all we have for this edition of Ramon's Rumor Mill. You can reach me at Ramon at GameDay Battle for any questions. Look into that, and I can answer them for you. All right, till next week.
In Miami, he doesn't have that fan base like he has here that's just going to put up with whatever, support him, come up with excuses for the times that he just doesn't come through and think, next year he needs that one more piece, he needs that one more piece.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have that down there. He also has expectations on him. He never had expectations on him here. He had expectations on us, on not us specifically, but on the Cavaliers organization to give him a team worthy of him. To give him a team worthy of him. Not to provide him some pieces to make it happen, but to give him a team worthy of him. And if it was the Cavaliers that lost to the Mavericks last night, what do you think everybody would be saying? Oh, they can't do it. LeBron, he needs that other piece. He needs more pieces around him. He's always had a bad attitude. We tried to maybe turn it into he's young, he's going to mature. What did we see last night? What kind of bitterness did we see in that interview with what about all the people that wanted you to fail? You know what? Eat it. Yeah. Eat your fucking pie. Or lay in your bed, whatever metaphor you want to use. Exactly. Take some humble pie and just own it. You are the biggest ass in sports right now, maybe for a long period of time, and now we all have evidence of that.
Yep. How about you stop NBA and get a real job? Then you can tell us how much we suck.
Yeah.
I'm working 2 jobs.
Yeah, well, no, he'll continue spending other people's money.
Shithead.
Or you can go to the NHL. They have 3 quarters.
You don't have to play that for it.
Love it. I want to congratulate the Mavericks for becoming honorary Ohioans.
Yeah,
they really are.
The Cavaliers.
So, welcome to Ohio.
Well, and I guess we could talk a little bit about the Mavericks, even though talking about LeBron's failure is more fun. But, I mean, what a team. Hats off to a team. And what a true representation of a classy, well-functioning star. And somebody that deserves all of the hype and claim and his place in the Hall of Fame. There's the old saying, you can tell how crooked a stick is if you put a straight one next to it. You want an idea of how off LeBron James is as an NBA superstar and as an NBA player? Look at Dirk. If LeBron had half of that fight, he would be amazing. He's got better physical attributes. He's got more God-given gifts. Everywhere except up in that big-ass skull of his, where he's got nothing but mush and crap. So, Dwayne, well, let me just say one more thing about the Heat. That's off Dwayne Wade. I got no problem with Dwayne Wade. He stayed where he was. He was part of the whole collusion to make it happen.
Yeah.
But
remember how they were clowning Dirk? They were making fun of him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
He got no class right along with LeBron. And all of a sudden, he starts to showboat when he gets some players on there. The dude I don't like him at all. Every shot he takes, he's falling on the floor to get a call.
He's a drama
queen.
Yeah,
exactly. So now he's got LeBron. Now he thinks he can do whatever the hell he wants now because he actually got a player. So now he wants to act like he's some superstar,
They thought it was going to be easy.
Yeah.
And speaking of drama queens, what about little girl Bosch? Falling down, crying. Yeah. Come on, have some fucking class. Crying? Isn't it
he never won nothing. He played with the Raptors, he sucked. You know what I'm saying? He's another one of those role players.